Remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description of the broadcast as well. Then like it, hear it, the video. To invite your friends and your not so friendly friends, tell them to join us. The Maiyegun is live, one by one. So tonight we are starting with the latest killings recorded in Ladi in Plateau State. So the report, which has kind of like generated a lot of back and forth between the affected people. So the story was that the Ladi has been under attacks like from these Fulani terrorists like on uncountable times so far, and they have actually killed the locals on every occasion that they've struck. Meanwhile, in that same Plateau State, we have had the youth, especially the Berom youth and others who have grouped themselves together, formed a local vigilante, a response, kind of like a response team whenever these terrorists comes to attack. And the local Fulanis, who are also like part of the Plateau States, who claimed not to have been those who carried out these attacks, said whenever these youth want to carry out the reprisal attacks, they don't really go after the armed terrorists. They come after some of them in their own settlements. So, which has now led to threats and counter threats in that sense. 10 people were killed by the terrorists when they struck. And then the youth allegedly also killed the Fulani youth, which in that sense began to generate the tension of probably like inter-tribal, whatever clashes in that part. So we're going to start tonight with the Berom people who are speaking to the government officials, telling them what they have suffered and continue to suffer in the hands of these armed Fulani terrorists. Then we're going to go to Kwara, go to Abuja. Well, actually going to be going to a lot of places tonight. So as you are joining, share the broadcast. Here from Plateau State, the youth who are pretty much those who are dependent on their own communities, those who have seen it all, including most of them who have actually lost loved ones to this ravaging Fulani terrorism. Yeah.
To, na farko ina gaiso mu da warhaka bisa ga ta'addancin da an sake mana kuma. This is another round of terrorism, and we want the security to have it on record that our lives are not to be killed by so-called Fulani, whom as far as we are concerned, based on their modus operandi on the plateau and what happened here, these are terrorists. These are terrorists, and it must be admitted that Fulani that are killing us are terrorists.
Yes.
And of course, we are aware, and the frame of report, the Chiwa Anyi cattle rustling, and poisoning Shanu, Anyi menene. Now, justifying these killings. Sir, you are the eye of the government here. Allah, we will not take it.
Yes.
If Fulani are not designated as terrorists, but if Fulani are not stopped from grazing on our land, but let it know that nobody should come and arrest anybody. Oh. Yes. Nobody should come and arrest anybody. The terrorists are there. They are killing people. They come with their cows, grazed on farmland, poison their cows, and allege that we are the one killing their people by laying ambush and shift them, blame on us and come with this terror attack on us. We have been pushed to the wall. Oh. We've been saying, I may not feed again. Oh. And nobody should summon me for anything. Nobody should summon us for anything. Our Plateau people good to be killed like this, and Nigerians good to be killed like this, and the terrorists are there moving freely. Sir, I'll stop in Fulani from grazing on our land. If they have any land belonging to them, they should go and graze there. Yes. Our land is not for any grazing. And I wish I wish STF is here so that they should know this is our what. We are not fighting with anybody. We are law-abiding citizens. We are not fighting with any household, with anybody. But we stand to defend our land. We stand to defend our lives. And our heritage is not to be shared with the Fulanis.
Yes.
Sharakelsu are good for them. They own their cows. We own our land. If Fulani wants to acquire land, he should follow the lawful means. Not to come and get land by force, and then he's living there, and then from there he launch attack. We are aware that terrorists have been brought in. We are aware that bandits have been brought in. That is being led by Yellow. And then nobody is doing anything. All who could come and Yara, they should remove all these barricades. Let the world know. Let there be something on these people that have been killed. Kunganya Waba, I will appeal one thing. Kungani, these people have already planned their propaganda. As of yesterday, we got it on a credible authority that Fulani are saying that list of mutane who killed them at what point. These people were killing their homes. Let us know that where has the Fulani ever been killing his home? Even those land that were grabbed by act of terrorism. So, sir, Jama, we are appealing. Let us do one thing. Tunda, they have said we've been burying empty coffins. Can we do something while we dig the grave? Let these people be taken to General Hospital here and certified by the doctor, maybe within an hour, while the graves are being dug, so that we'll have them back and bury them, so that police will have on their report. We are saying this is because God could do something.
Yes.
That the people that perpetrated this act will be arrested. And should there be any arrest, there will be evidence to prove that these are the perpetrators of this act. But sir, please, sir, wallahi, Fulani should stop grazing on our land.
Yes. Yes.
There is no agreement. There is no agreement between Mutane Muda Fulani the Tewa come and graze on our land. We don't have that symbiotic relationship. Sir, I'm still repeating this. We cannot guarantee safety and peace on the plateau if Fulani continue grazing on our land. And nobody should be arrested for anything, under whatever guise they throw and poison in Shanu. In a poison in Shanu, does that justify this act? In a poison in Shanu, who did the poisoning? Is it our people or the Fulani? We are aware that Fulani, anytime they have already planned attack on our people, they will scheme it. They will go and poison their cows. They will start killing their own. And unless possibly they will go and kill people that are not in support of what they are doing. And then they will shift the blame on us. Fulani, kunti bashimu. Fulani sunti bashimu. Let it be known. Sunti bashimu. That is just it. And sir, I'm prescribing Mieti Allah, because Mieti Allah has become like the mouthpiece of these individuals, going to give any kind of report without allowing the security to verify it. Let Mieti Allah on the plateau be proscribed. Let them also be enlisted as terrorist organization. Because I want to believe that they are the ones, encouraging some of these things. Otherwise, something had happened. You went on air and alleged that Berom militia, and we don't have militia. Has any Fulani settlement ever been attacked? So simply because they have the propaganda machine and they have the backing of some political office holders or their own. Tokuji, Jama, wallahi, if you don't invest on us, if you don't invest on our well-being, don't come for us for anything.
Yes.
If you don't invest in us for our well-being, don't come for anything. We cannot continue to be killed like this. Bere yuba. Men, Bistelehen, Even Mama so. The last killing was in the bush. The last killing was in the bush, where it was alleged that Fulani were ambushed. And it's in their environment. And nobody has ever gone to their environment. You cannot even move freely in broad daylight, not to even talk about in the night. But we have been killed in our homes. We deserve absolute government protection. And where it fails, and the people rise up, nobody should blame them. Because we've been pushed to the wall.
Spoke well. But the story is the same everywhere, every time. Like this is the latest. There's going to be another one tomorrow. Because as we are going to bed tonight, there will be those who won't be sleeping simply because the Fulani terrorists will be busy slaughtering them. And then that will be the news tomorrow. And every day like that. I decided to crop out the dead people on the ground. You see those flowers, those leaves that you saw in that video, they used them to cover 10 dead bodies. Another part of a Plateau state called Dowa was also attacked, where a man was killed. Here, let me show you.
Genocide. Who a woman court, world court, the media man, the business be any very evidence. To evidence, doctor are satisfied. Chewaga irikunda baku. The would have walked no ha. Then the Bemar South Africa, Barakan in Palestine. But also facts. That be satisfying reporting doctors. You about a world court. How about all them case? Yes. To what would have to all letter? Unkurba you over more maringongan. Urilla, other Gashibaya and Rocho Roko, the party, Village Martimu, who video report.
So the people have now been forced, right, to be taking their own killed people, their loved ones, to be taking them to the hospitals to be certified as being killed by terrorists. These ones were not killed on their way to the farm or traveling or anything. No. They were killed straight in their homes. And part of the excuse was that some people poisoned their cows, or some people rustled their cows, like they stole their cows, and therefore they will just put, communities, villages. They will put them on the list, and these are the communities they are going to level up, kill and kill and kill because of the cows. And of course, the people can be protected. There is no real protection anywhere. I understand that those who are in the Nigerian army, for example, who are sacrificing a lot, their lives, their own comfort and all that, okay, away from their family. And obviously they have become so overwhelmed, underpaid, ill-equipped, and also working for the compromised organization where intels are leaking out to the hands of the terrorists that has cost lives of these soldiers. You get. But the thing is that nobody is really safe. A lady called Mariam. Two ladies, by the way, one of them called Mariam. They were traveling from Zamfara to Sokoto. One was returning back to school about a month ago. So she was kidnapped. And guess what? She's been in their captivity for over 6 weeks. They made a video of her yesterday to demand for ransom, or they will be killed. Just like the regulars, because you've seen many videos like that, haven't you? It is just to tell you that every day, or to remind us that the Nigeria that APC, Egbekegbe, has managed to foist on all of us, whether we like it or not, is a Nigeria that has made all of us a permanent, perpetual victims. You see, other things may not be evenly distributed in Nigeria, like development, good governance, and the rest of that. But there is something that is so evenly distributed. It is the shege in this sense, which comes in different, which comes with different extras. So yesterday's survivors in that same Nigeria, because every day is like war. You are like fighting war every day to be alive. Everything is staked against you because of the kind of rules who are making decisions for millions of people in that country. So therefore, whether you are rich, poor, educated, illiterate, powerful, powerless, nobody is actually safe. So we are all just waiting for our turn. If the terrorists, if you escape the terrorist, there are many other things, 1001 things that is there to take your life. And that is why when you look at APC, I personally believe that they are the weapons fashioned against you. Unfortunately, a lot of people keeps embracing them. Mariam, begging for a life. Yeah, in Nigeria. On the call.
Ba ku magana hala.
These are terrorists that are likely never going to face any form of justice. And this is what they have turned Nigerians to. And it is all over the country. All over the country. Just yesterday. Was it yesterday or this afternoon? It was actually this afternoon when the people, the people of Agu and Ishagu, two communities who got attacked, raided by these Fulani terrorists about a week ago. And they took people away. People have protested, demanding the government to go and rescue them and the rest of that, but it seems like nobody really cares. So they took to the streets and put a video on the internet just to call the attention of you and I. So all these towns, all these communities and all of that, right? They actually have people. Most of us come from these communities too, right?
This is Ishago Express Highway. You have blocked it already. There will be no entrance. There will be no entrance. We are not going to stop till government intervene in this. So there will be no movement till government intervene. We have done our possible best to make sure things go the way it's supposed to be, and yet they failed to listen to us. We have cried day and night. We have pleaded, and yet nothing is happening. So we cannot keep on dying in silence while the Fulani people are there in the bush killing our siblings, killing our brothers, killing our sisters, raping the one they can rape, doing all manner of things to our people. We have done our possible best to make sure the government comes for our aid, and yet the government know what is going on and they refuse to listen to us. They refuse to listen.
It is the same all over the place. And it seems that people have become so powerless. The politicians have no worries because to them, Nigeria is actually really working well. The reason why some of you don't think Nigeria is working is because you don't love Nigeria like they do. Therefore, those who love Nigeria are with them, and they believe that call has done so well. Example, with a wiki that delivered Abuja local government council or so, right, to APC, Egbekegbe, is currently like their poster boy, because he's the one who has now introduced what he called the Rainbow Coalition between APC and PDP. Just what they had in River State, and they're about to put to test. But they have actually done it. They did local government election with the sole administrator, where PDP and APC shared the whole states.